big welcome to you, Aquarius. We had 2 days ago, we had a new moon in Capricorn. And so now the moon moved into your sign, right? And the external energy, the sun, right? When the sun is in Capricorn, in an earth sign, right? Which is the opposite of what you are. You are an air sign. You're up in the air. But nevertheless, when we look at the cards, we can see that Capricorn is searching also for this light, for this new consciousness, right? Capricorn is a goat that climbs up to the highest mountain, and it's connected to the Himalayan mountain. And we are chained to a rhythm. We're not chained to a person. We're chained to a rhythm. We're chained to a fertility ritual that we humans all, through the hormones, right? It's like something you cannot get out of it unless you as aware or as strong, right? Like these horns say, to know this is not something you want to be pulled into, right? That you want to recreate the next generation. That's what all this is about. It's a fertility, it's the dark, it's the womb, it's again creating the next generation. This devil, or Greek god Pan, like I call it, right? And of course you see the pentagram pointing downwards because it's one of those earth signs that is able to create quite something negative with the materialistic world that we are living in, right? And his left side is igniting the spark. It's almost like he's saying, you have no choice. When she is ready in her hormones, you just want her. So she became the original sin, right? And he actually has, with his right hand, he has this mudra saying, not everything there is all there is, right? There's more to this world than what we see or what the eye meets, right? Because this is Ein. The eye, the head is the constellation, the pentagram pointing downwards, right? If the pentagram is pointing upwards, that's the head. So it's almost like the spiritual head is pointing down to the physical head, right? It's not all that negative. And the horns as that communication, as that reaching up, here the ring of Saturn, here very phallic, right? For me, Aleister Crowley made the penis out of this card because he says this is one of the most masculine cards there is, right? So it's very sexual. And then of course we have, before I go into this one, this is my favorite one, right? These two, as you can see again, there's a sexual intercourse that's being brought to you or driven through this energy, right? In the dark, it's easier to do things that we wouldn't do in the light, right? In the dark, we do things that are sometimes looked negative on by the public, even though everybody does it, right? It's like ridiculous. It's like this oxymoron, right? Everybody's like, what, you have a sex, right, with other people, but meanwhile people are like driven by the sexual act. Now here she's feminine, she has dark hair, the stairs white and red, right, from the red chakra up into this first reptilian brain, then the mammalian brain, then the neocortex, and the horns are white part of the stairs is when I step on, right? It is not where I step on, it's actually the white, the foot that goes here. The foot doesn't go where the red is, right? The foot that goes to the white is the one intuitive. I know I want to go up into a higher spiritual awareness, and that brings my face, that makes my face bright and light, right? When I connect to this color or to this consciousness, right? That is living in all of us. Then here I give you my evolution a little bit of this card, right? This was the first one. I thought, well, let me do earth and heaven in this 2 colors only, but then it looks like it's a dangerous, poisonous material or something, and I was like, nah. And then I did this one where it's again opposite each other, Natarajasana, the dancer pose, right? Some people really like that one. And now I'm working on a new one, right? This is the old one. Here again, chained to the emotions. We are almost can't get out, but when we come and understand these opposite energies, like this is December, in December we go back to Cancer, which is opposite of Capricorn. We go back to the summer, the longest day, the longest night, and we go back and forth in these energies, right? So here I painted almost like a checkboard up in the sky, so you can see the dark and the green. I didn't want it to be opposite. It's just like this lush, this green. That's what Capricorn is all about, right? He's frolicking in nature. He's one of those charismatic beings that shows us, look, there's more to this world than that meets the eye. Okay, so here we have you. Of course, the moon now is in your sign. I'm going to put this down. The moon is in your sign. We have Alice, the Hermetic Tarot, again, filled with symbolisms, almost like an abstract, kind of very cool, abstract tree of life. All the zodiac signs, the woman with the water, the river, the subconscious, the releasing. Oh my God, there's a lot of crows flying above. Beautiful. And then here the 8th star and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stars around, right? We know that's the 7 chakras, and this is the Earth star. But these are the planets that are connected to the sign, which is again Saturn, the moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, Sun, and Jupiter, right? So there's a lot of connection to a lot of planets has Aquarius. It's a very powerful element, right? And then of course here she's half in the water, half on the earth, right? We get this a lot through then here Aleister Crowley. She's in between, she's the star, she shines to herself so she can shine out into the world, right? Very interesting. Then here again the 7 stars, or here's the 8 pointed stars and the 7 stars around, and her head becomes the waterfall, right? She is that emerging into the water. And here one more card where she sits with 1 foot in the water and the other one on the earth, right? And then this with this card, very simplistic, just the star up. And of course the star has layers, right? There is like a top layer 1, then there's a layer underneath 2, and the layer underneath. So it's 8 stars within this very interesting geometrical shape, right? Then my card also, I had to go through an evolution. I show you some of them where, right, very simple, where I kind of thought, okay, I'm gonna just do this position up in the stars, and then within a star, then out of the position I create a star. Then again, this one, right, up in the sky, I wanted to be the star card. Then one more time, a star out of the stars. Then here, almost like a leaf, right? It's almost like the star itself. How close, how does a star look when we get close up? Then here I want it to be a little bit more the way that we have a star up in the sky and one here, working on that, playing with that. And then this new card emerged, pointing down, then the hexagram, right, which is in here. Always the hexagram appears, right, up here above her head. So I wanted to create the hexagram through the sky and through the earth. She has one foot, right, on the point of the mountain, and one hand, almost the sky is coming down, and it's this waterfall that's coming down. I think I'm going to paint water floating down here like a waterfall coming down, right? So it's kind of like the clouds, 7 stars with the little stars up there. I'm working on it, right? And her head is becoming the star. So that's really the work I am emerging myself into. You, if you're born between the 9th of January to the 7th of February, you are the classical King of Swords. Here again, Aleister Crowley, then the Mystic Monday Tarot. I listed all the tarots that I'm using. Then here, the Hermetic Tarot. Again, here the butterflies, right? Very much connected to you. And here in the Handel Tarot, you are Osiris, right? Also very mystical, with this intelligence, all with the mental aspect within you, within your brain, right? Okay, on days that we have your the moon, when the moon is in your sign, we have more light, right? It's air. You're connected to air. We have more light, and then we like to eat more fat. And then the plant part is this little flower that I found, right? I created here like a whole interesting little, because today a lot of snow we got here in Constance. We have, right, this little flower I found outside. So I want you to see that. It's like a little abstract thing going on here, right? So this is the flower that you have. Then you connected your body parts is are the veins, because that's the movement that's connected to the air, and your calves, right? Your lower legs. And then of course the organ system that is connected to you are the endocrine system, are the hormones itself, right? Okay, so let's see. I'm going to just shuffle 2-3 times. Now you are, as the Knight of Swords, right? The King of Swords. You are air and you are pure intellect. You like geometrical ideas, patterns, right? You're not really in a real plane. You're like up there in the sky, right? And you want to show us the power of your mind, as that you can create very interesting concepts, but it doesn't mean you sometimes are able to materialize them, right? Unless you, of course, your ascendant is in an earth sign, right? And we have a lot of different combinations when we are born, right? The other planets are also, of course, having an influence on us. But mainly you are Aquarius, right? And the Aquarius is rebellious, he's distant, he's free, he has creativity, he's like, even he finds new patterns. Sometimes you are unconventional, and you also utopian, right? You're a little bit out there. As far as it's like, huh? We're looking up at you. You begin right away. We have here 3 cards. You begin here with the 3 of coins, and that's Mars in Capricorn, working with other people together so you can build something bigger. Then you could alone, right? Very beautiful. It shows me that you actually do have an earth energy in you, because you're coming down to the earth. You're not just up there in the air. Then you have transformation going on. You have the Scorpio. It could be a Scorpio in your life, or you have a big transformation going on. And look into what are you transforming yourself. The star, exactly. Here you are, big star, right? You maybe transformed yourself into your own star. And here, what is going on? You are with the Libra, you are with the Queen of Swords, also very much up there in the sky, thinking, but different, right? She has sometimes single, all right, maybe you're single. She's the most likely that stays single, right? She doesn't really need to be in a relationship. She chooses wisely. If she does, then she's, because she wants, right? Not because she needs. She doesn't need anything. So you're working on becoming yourself. It's almost like very interesting how the Scorpio energy is literally saying you are stardust, and we're all stardust in us, right? Stars are colliding and creating new constellation, new planets. So here you are, and that's good for you, because you want to become someone that's intellectually moving forward, moving into a whole new awareness, right? She's thinking, where am I going after this transformation? You worked, either you did yourself the work or in a group, but right now, there's a dog here. I hear a bar. You worked on yourself to become you. Very beautiful. And now you're thinking, where am I going with this? What am I doing with this new beginning? If the Scorpion is framed with two negative cards, it's the Death card, but here it's rebirth. It's not death, it's transformation. It's a shift, right? So don't be afraid of that, right? Don't be afraid of changing, because that's changes what it's part of a cycle. Change is part of our everyday cycle. Every moment I inhale and I exhale, that's a change, that's a shift. Okay, so the question is, what are you doing with it? That's what the Queen of Swords is doing. Or there's a Libra helping you with this awareness, with this change, with this shift. Three of Cups. Three of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. And Mercury in Cancer, there is an emotional abundance. You have people with whom you happy. And as you can see, the constellation of Cancer is right above these three girls. You enjoy to be with these girls and you really feel connected, right? And there is, of course, in Cancer always this feeling of searching or healing. Searching and healing so that you can move forward and let go of things that are not working anymore. You are having help, right? You worked on yourself and emotionally as well, because it's coming underneath. Emotionally, you are able to let go. Emotionally, you're saying, okay, no more of this. I'm moving forward to the 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups is pretty good as well, right? But 9 of Cups is that true happiness. 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces. And Saturn in Pisces means that you are having a little bit of an indolence, right? You're like a little heavy. It's something also that you say, okay, I don't want to be like this anymore. And the 3 of Pentacles, Mars and Capricorn, right? And Mars is someone that says, let's do it, right? Let's go for it. And Capricorn, organized. You know Capricorn. We just had a new moon in Capricorn. So maybe, right, at this new moon, you started to waking up to something empowering, right? That made you say, I gotta move forward. I gotta go to the next level. It's you know, people are like, oh, aren't you too tired to do readings again and again? I mean, is there anything new to be discovered? And I'm like, of course. It's like each time it's different. It's not the same. We're changing. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, right? So you are having good friends that are helping you to let go, to move forward. Interesting enough, Pisces, right? Saturn in Pisces, it's time, right? You have the discipline to say, I'm moving forward to even dive deeper. Now you have 2 major arcana. You have a Scorpio and you have a Pisces coming to you. Both of them water signs, both of them emotional, both of them giving you the feeling that you need to go deeper into your feelings. You need to dive and understand what is this emotional connection to letting go, right? 8 of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, and this is Pisces. So you are being, when the new moon was, right? The new moon was in Capricorn. You said, all right, I want to move forward. I don't want to stay stuck. But also going deeper, going emotionally deeper. Look how beautiful this card is, right? So that you can start working again, right? You love to work. You love to create a new idea, maybe between people, for group, right? 3, 3, and the 8. The 8 is the sun in Virgo, and that's like being clever in the way you work. You know exactly how you work and how you want to work. This is your 8 is always connected to an infinite rhythm of becoming better and better and better at it, right? That's what I'm doing. I'm doing every time when the moon is in a sign, I do that reading because I want to feel the energy of that sign, right? And I can feel the difference when it's in an earth sign, in an air sign. Sometimes when I'm in an air sign, it's almost like I'm an air sign myself. It's hard for me to be down here, right? And sometimes when it's a real earth sign, I'm like, oh, it's heavy. Without like making it a negative energy, right? But I do feel like, oof, sometimes like, oof, okay. Okay, so you're working on something, right? And you love to work on things because you also like the scientist. You like to know how this works. Maybe with others, celebrating with others, right? Something that you mastered together, working together on things. but you're walking away emotionally to experience the next level, and you allow yourself to dive deep within. There's an 8 in the moon because it's the card number 18, right? And of course the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, right? So there is 888 lying here. Look in the description box below what 888 means. Okay, then we have Venus in Aquarius, and that's sometimes bickering, like emotional bickering, right? Venus is always values, relationships, but also the financial situation, but also luxury or love or pleasure. And here, of course, with Aquarius, which is scientific based sometimes, it's this mind, is this thinking, because you are ruled by Uranus, right? And you like to be rebellious. So sometimes you go and finding a new idea, right? Maybe you want to communicate this new idea to others and it's difficult for you. But this is just temporary. This is just a short moment, and it's winning or losing, right? And it's actually feeling sometimes a little bit defeated, right? Defeated. You didn't win. You didn't lose. It's kind of like this in-between state. 5 is always a little bit like, it's the 5 dimension, right? In the tree of life, the 5 is Gebura, is strength or severity. And it creates a strength for you. When you come out of this, then you, of course, stronger. Okay, there's a few that fell out. I'm going to take the ones that are upright. Then comes a Leo. King of Wands. Just check in the description box, which makes you very happy. Look at that. Or an idea makes you happy. You have a new idea. Wow, cool. Look at that. Then these 3. Oh, no, there are 4. Wow, 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 wow. Look at this. Okay, so there's something happening. You're manifesting in the darkest, in this new moon, because the moon is out. You manifesting, and you want again a happy family. Emotional, you are decided to walk from 8 to the 10 of Cups. No, 8, 9, 10 of Cups. And you have spiritual help here. Even though you get attached to material things, the Taurus, Capricorn, the Devil, the Magician, right? You do get attached sometimes. You have to be careful, right? Don't get attached to the material world. Not everything there is what there is. There's a spiritual. Make sure you go up, right? But you know up here, you know exactly what's up here. Look at the star. You are the star. You are up there. For you to come down here is to learn all these emotions, all these things that we learn through relationships. Wow. All right, so this is all there is. I don't want to get more cards out. I'm going to look what's at the bottom. Yeah, you're healing. Emotional healing. Going deeper, right? You letting go. You letting really go. Then you planning to where you're going. And you want emotionally to be happy. You want to emotionally walking away from things that not working anymore. You look deep into your subconscious, maybe into your childhood, right? And then you work on yourself. You work on yourself to not defeat yourself all the time, because that's what you can do. It's Aquarius here, right? And then you got someone coming into your life, right? A Leo, makes you very happy, or an idea. If it's not a person, right? An idea. And then, of course, you see the opportunity to totally like create something new when you looked into Capricorn's new moon, right? You felt that energy. You felt that you were able to begin something new. And it is a certain happiness that you creating by staying true to yourself, by staying this star, by staying up in these higher dimensions. And then Cancer, right? The summer, you will be feeling good again, because this is opposite of Capricorn, is Cancer, right? That's like the summer month. Yeah, you really, wow, you're going through a big shift, right? But there is this, look at this. This is beautiful, right? So she is, right? You will get through this. You will come out of this. Very clearly, right? In this month, you are shifting. In this month, you want to go further. You want to know what all of this is about, right? Spiritual path. You go in the spiritual path. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to heal. You're ready to be this, because as you can see, she's walking away, right? The healing. She's walking away. She's walking to the 9. And then on top of it, you getting the 10. You really like, amazing. You're healing. You're healing past traumas. You're healing out of something that you need to let go. Really, really let go. You know, we got our childhood, and it's amazing that we had it. However we had it, we're able to redirect our energy. Right? We are able to redirect our energy by focusing on the creativity, by focusing on this, by focusing on working on ourselves. Don't go here, right? No one wins. This is the new, right? You want to be creative. You want to start shifting into an extreme happiness that has to do with the spiritual, bringing yourself spiritually up to be this star again. It's coming, right? It's not there yet. We're still in Capricorn with Jupiter and Saturn, right? It hasn't moved yet into the Aquarian age. A lot of people say that, but it hasn't yet. Healing, 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 right? And of course, underneath the healing is 6, which is Mercury in Aquarius. And Mercury in Aquarius, again, is you. Mercury in Aquarius is science, right? So even though you felt defeated, look, you come out of it. You really come out of it by diving emotionally deeper, by moving away. You will get out of that. Beautiful. It's there. All right, so the next month, right? In the next one, when the moon is in your sign again, and the sun is also in your sign, right? We will look at your reading also again a little deeper. By then I have a new star card, right? I'm painting again on that, and wishing you a new year, and get through this month, right? Sometimes it can feel heavy, Yeah, right? We are attached to this energy, to the material, right? That sometimes gives us that. Other than that, you will have a breakthrough in work, a breakthrough, big breakthrough. I'm going to take the whole deck. I don't want to see a card underneath again. Good. Thank you for watching. Namaste.